Hey, join us for Take Steps, the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation's largest, most impactful fundraising event. With events happening across the country, like June 15th, right here in Omaha, Nebraska, you'll see in Papillion at the Werner Park. The Take Steps Walk Experience honors the unique journeys of those living with Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis, collectively known as inflammatory bowel disease, or IBD, and those closest to them. Register today to support the IBD community, fund vital research, advocacy, as well as patient and caregiver education, resources, and support. Together, we have one destination in mind, Mount Remission, and finding the IBD cures. We have a Laugh With Me podcast team. Please join us. You can find the team at takesteps.crohnscolitisfoundation.org. You can kindly donate. You can just share the message across. It's really, honestly, if we can just get the message out to as many people as possible, it will help find a cure. But the walk, again, is in Papillion, Nebraska, near Omaha at Werner Park, Saturday, June 15th. Welcome back. It's a brand new episode. This is Laugh With Me, a podcast with Jeremy Odom. I'm your host, J.O., and to the thousands and thousands of you that are listening to us all over the world, thank you so much. We are your top 5 stand-up comedy podcast on iTunes and top 100 in total comedy category on the iTunes. Can't say thank you enough. Thanks for listening. We got a good one for you today, folks. We've got a good one. It sounds like America and China have struck a deal. Yeah. It sounds like we have just struck one of the biggest deals that we've seen since 2019, folks. Now, I'm not one to break news here on Laugh With Me, mainly because it's a weekly podcast and things could get, dated fairly quickly. So it's not exactly something I'm looking to get into the news breaking world. And in fact, I don't even know if I'm breaking the news. If you've never heard this, hey, you're welcome. But if you've already heard it, you've already read it, like if you're a subscriber to Smithsonian Magazine, you've already seen this story, okay? And my apologies. But what you do get is my commentary on it, so you're welcome. But we have what could be the first step to great relations with the great United States and with China. And that's because they're allowing us to have the pandas back. Now, here's the thing. I had no idea. This is very interesting. I had no idea that China owns the rights to pandas. They own all pandas. It's like they have a copyright on pandas. I thought anybody could be in the panda business. That's 100% not the case. And any panda you've seen on U.S. soil is just being loaned from China. I had no idea. I have seen a panda before. In fact, I grew up in Oceanside, California, with bamboo trees in my backyard. No panda, of course, but I did have bamboo trees, and I always thought there was a shot, that we could attract some pandas. It turns out never could that have happened. It really sent shockwaves into my childhood. I grew up thinking that was a possibility. Here I am, 40 years old, realizing that the pandas are China's property. But it sounds like there's a male and a female panda, giant panda, coming to the San Diego Zoo. This is the first time that the San Diego Zoo is going to have pandas since 2019. In fact, there's only 4 remaining giant pandas on U.S. soil currently, and they're at the zoo in Atlanta, Georgia. Had no idea. I found this fascinating. I thought almost every zoo, any major zoo in the world had pandas, and I was way wrong on that one. And then I just came from the Omaha Zoo, the world famous Omaha Henry Dorley Zoo, and Sure enough, no pandas. And then I got to thinking, I don't know that I've ever seen a panda there. Mind-blowing. To me, anyhow. If you guys already knew this, well, then you're thinking, Jeremy, you're an idiot. You probably learned it in school. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. But I was too busy drinking Surge and eating Otis Spunkmeyer chocolate chip cookies to be paying attention to that kind of bullshit. Anyway, it got me thinking there's probably things in America that we loan out to other countries as well. We're getting the pandas. What are we giving in return? There are a few things that I have, in my research, found that we are loaning out. One of them is American football. This is why you see NFL games being played all over the world, causing all kinds of issues with scheduling and travel and wear and tear on the players' bodies. That's because they're being traded, not just from team to team, but from country to country for their entertainment. This is why we get those 8:30 a.m. NFL games on a Sunday morning from time to time, and it's because we're trading them for the pandas. But it's all fun. I mean, who doesn't love waking up and having a mimosa, watching an NFL game, and then gearing up for that noon slate? I personally love it. I think it's a beautiful way to wake up on a Sunday morning, but in return, we're getting the pandas. I did not know that. So the American football, that's one of the things that America has decided, this is something that we do better than anybody else. It is our most popular TV show. It's our most popular sport. And we're going to give it to the world. So that's one thing that we have loaned out to the world is the NFL. Another thing that I've seen that we've loaned out to some countries, that not every country. It seems that some countries just aren't going to get on board with this. But it appears the American work ethic has been given out to some countries. This one, I believe, China has received in exchange for the pandas, where you don't get much time off, you work 40-plus hours a week, and you just go, and want more. That is the American way. You grind all day. Sometimes, when physically and mentally you can't take it, you keep pushing for more. And why do we do this? Well, because we got to make money, baby. We got to make money. We got to pay the bills. We got to eat. We got to drink. That's the way it works. Some countries, you don't have to put this into effect. Some countries even, like the aforementioned China, has extended this to children. That's one of those things that they have taken from us. They have taken the American work ethic, and they're trying to teach children at a young age over there, and I totally understand. So in exchange, they get the work ethic, we get the pandas, which is fun. I'm actually looking forward to going to see a panda again. Maybe next time I'm in Atlanta, or if I get back to the San Diego Zoo here soon, I will be able to see that male and female panda, the giant panda. Yeah, I'm hyped for that. Lastly, this is something that I know America has tried to use as a bargaining tool in exchange with other countries, and it's something that generally comes with some serious discussion and debate, sometimes conflict. From time to time, we have tried and we have offered freedom. But the thing that has always come up every single time, because this is just how we are as Americans, that's not something we can loan out for free. Okay? Freedom isn't free. Freedom comes at a cost. Freedom comes at a cost that sometimes causes the ultimate cost, your life. And that's where those other countries are like, whoa, slow down. Who's going to make our shirts? Hey, join us for Take Steps, the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation's largest, most impactful fundraising event. with events happening across the country, like June 15th, right here in Omaha, Nebraska. You'll see it in Papillion at the Werner Park. Take Steps Walk Experience honors the unique journeys of those living with Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis, collectively known as inflammatory bowel disease, or IBD, and those closest to them. Register today to support the IBD community, fund vital research, advocacy, as well as patient and caregiver education, resources, and support. Together, we have one destination in mind: Mount Remission and finding the IBD cures. We have a Laugh With Me podcast team. Please join us. You can find the team at takesteps.crohnscolitisfoundation.org. You can kindly donate. You can just share the message across. It's really, honestly, if we can just get the message out to as many people as possible, it will help find a cure. The walk, again, is in Papillion, Nebraska, near Omaha at Werner Park, Saturday, June 15th. And now here's a word from a brand new YouTube page called Cinder Rat. You can find them at Rat Odom.
I just wanted to take a minute to talk about my favorite podcast, Laugh With Me, hosted by comedian Jerry Odom. He has guests, or he just has himself on his show. He just talks and makes jokes. Season 2 will be coming out on YouTube. You can find his page under Laugh With Me or Jeremy Odom.
Thank you, Hattie, for the wonderful plug. You know what? I just wanted to go on a limb and just say that you may be thinking, Jeremy, you put her up to this. You have your children now creating ads for your show. No, that's not the case at all. At all. Okay, she came up with the idea. I was like, you know what? I'm going to help the people. I'm going to help you, Dad. And I'm going to create the most amazing ad that just tells the story of everything your show encompasses, so that people get ready for Season 2 launching on YouTube, which you can find us, Laugh With Me podcast. You can find us on YouTube. You can listen to all the old episodes from Season 1, including this one, as we gear up for the launch of Season 2. You know, something I've noticed working at the gas station is there's all kinds of different types of people. Like you have, the folks obviously that love to play the lottery. They play consistently the same type of tickets, sometimes the same numbers over and over and over again, constantly getting them scratch tickets, which those are fun. I mean, I have no hate there. But one type of person that I don't think a lot of you guys really think about, maybe have never thought about, and this is, you're going to really want to evaluate whether you know somebody like this in your life, because they are a different breed. And I'm not talking about the folks eating the hot dogs, because there's nothing wrong with the glizzy. I'm talking about the guys, and there's never a female that does this. I want to go on a limb right now. I've never come across. We're talking tens of thousands of people I see every single week, and not one female has done this. Now, is there some out there? Probably. But the percentage of them out there is so small that I'm going to put it out that it's exclusively a male thing. But the ones who do this, they're just built different. And I'm talking about those guys that get the coffee at the gas station and don't get a lid. First of all, if you go to the gas station, you are pulling up in a vehicle of some type. Can you imagine the risk involved in driving around in these bumpy-ass Omaha roads with a coffee and no lid? Because even the guys that are hanging out at the gas station drinking their coffee, and there are some, we have regulars that are just sitting there drinking coffee, chatting it up, living up their life at the gas station. They have lids on their coffee. These guys are leaving the station with a full-ass cup of coffee exposed. And they all look the same. They're older, generally big. And I'm not talking about like overweight or anything like that. No, they're like big, like they're built, like they're tall. They've got some muscle to them. There's some mass there. So I don't know if it's a power play on their end of why they can run around without any lids, but man, they're very they don't say much. Okay, they're very soft spoken, But what they do say is direct. Like I'll say 1 coffee and he'll say yes. Things like that. And then they don't usually buy much else. It's these aren't the Zen buyers. These aren't the Marlboro Light buyers. This isn't the putting a dip in. This is, I'm buying a coffee, sometimes 1 donut. Okay, this isn't a multiple donut purchase. This is a 1 donut and a cup of coffee exposed with no lid. It's a sight to see. And normally those exposed cups of coffee, no creamer or anything. It's just straight black. I mean, these are black coffee drinkers. Okay, not like African American. These are like black coffee, like just straight. It's something. I have so many questions for these people, but like I said, they don't say much, and they really don't look or sound as if they want much conversation. So I'm not looking to, cause any issues. I mean, like I said, these are big dudes. I don't know what they're capable of. What I do know is if they were to throw their coffee at me, it's going to burn faster than any other cup of coffee available because there's no lid. So just that alone makes it a risk for me to engage in conversation. So I don't want to make them feel uncomfortable, but I'll tell you what, those guys with the coffee, no lids, look out for them. They are different. So like I said, I work at the gas station, and one of my favorite parts of working retail is when you get to make eye contact and say hi to hundreds of people a day. Some of them, super friendly. Right? Not as many as there used to be. I don't know if that's a COVID thing. Do people they got COVID and it just took away some of that friendliness gene? I don't know. I'm a 2-time COVID getter, and I don't know that I'm any less friendly than I was before. Or, hey, maybe I need to do some internal review on that. Maybe I am, but I like to think I'm about the same-ish in that regard. But I'll tell you what, one of my favorite things at the store is when you're walking by somebody, make eye contact, say hi to them, and have them snub me. It blows my mind how you can look somebody in the eye and just keep on walking. And here's the thing, if you're in a retail environment anymore, there's not a lot of people helping you. So why not make friends with the ones who are going to be friendly and say hi? And you're likely to encounter this person again in the shopping experience, right? Like if you're not seeing them when you need something, or you're not seeing them at the end when you're checking out, especially me. I'm in this little gas station. I mean, I'm one of the 3 people that could help you. Sometimes I'm the only one that can help you. What are you going to do? You were friendly to me? What am I supposed to go over the top? What, just because I'm getting paid? Nah. Man, I'll tell you how it makes me feel. You ever been in a full room of people and felt so freaking lonely? Working in retail sometimes is a lot like that, and I think those of you that are completely understand where I'm coming from, but this is kind of where it's at now. It's so rare for people to say hi back because, like I said, ever since COVID, it's just kind of gone backwards. It's so rare for people to say hi back. Now that when somebody does, I instantly think, what the hell's that guy's problem? I didn't realize that there's a thing called panda diplomacy. I mean, it's like a whole thing. There is hardcore negotiations in regards to getting pandas in other countries. It's nuts. Beijing apparently is making its unhappiness known by recalling its softest power, pandas. This was reported in the Washington Post. It's nuts. China, in recent years, China did not renew expiring loan agreements at 3 U.S. zoos. That's why the San Diego Zoo didn't have pandas for a long, long time. That's crazy. Well, anyways, like I said, some of you may have already known this, but if you didn't, we are breaking the news right here on Laugh With Me. One thing we are breaking news on is something new is coming to the feed. If you're already a follower or subscriber of the Laugh With Me podcast, you're getting a little extra special edition every single Friday. It's called Friday Happy Hour with the Laugh With Me crew. We're going to have a lot more fun every single week. New episodes, more content. That's right, we're going to 2 episodes a week. And every Friday, it is happy hour right here at Laugh With Me. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to double the work, baby. It's the American way. See, this is the kind of work ethic that we're putting on display here in America, and that we're willing to loan out to other countries and teach them, just for a little panda love. Give me some of that little panda love, We'll teach you what it's like. Double the work, baby. Johnny, whose idea was this?